Welcome, everybody, to the screening of the Dmitriev Affair. I've written down a few words that I would love to read to you before you start watching the film. First, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Jurij Dmitriev and his family with the great honor of being named one of the righteous of the nations. I'm very honored the film is playing prior to the award ceremony, and I want to thank the organization for making it possible and all of you for coming to see the film. I met Jurij Dmitriev for the first time in 2016. I traveled to the Russian Republic of Karelia in the far north, close to Finland, to film Jurij as one of the 7 protagonists of my previous film, The Red Soul. It's a film about the heritage of Stalinism in contemporary Russia. I was impressed with his work, searching for Stalin-era mass graves and retrieving the identities of those buried there. How he connected the past with the present. I was moved by how he was helping the country and the people come to grips with the horrors of the Soviet past. His refusal to accept the falsification of history by and in the service of new but related tyranny. In those few days in May 2016, we filmed a lot more than was necessary for the film I was making. A sense of urgency was hanging in the air. When we said goodbye to each other, I asked Jurij if I could come back to make a separate film about him. He told me yes, but he was not sure if he would still be around. He had the feeling the intelligence services were following him, and he calmly told me that if they wanted to charge him, they would already have the case well prepared. 6 months later, in December 2016, I got the phone call that he was arrested. Jurij Dmitriev is a lone warrior who doesn't make any compromise. He refuses to remain silent. He keeps on speaking his mind. It's a feature he has in common with Alexei Navalny, Vladimir Kara-Murza, Ilya Yashin and many others locked up in faraway prison camps under barbaric conditions after show trials. Camps of which most were part of the Gulag archipelago during the reign of Joseph Stalin. Navalny paid for his resilience with his life. While preparing my words for you, the news reached me that prominent Russian activist Oleg Orlov, co-chairman of Memorial, was just sentenced to 2.5 years of prison camp for repeatedly discrediting the Russian armed forces. Watching the images of him taken down the corridor, handcuffed, surrounded by many policemen, like he's a high-profile criminal, reminded me of Jurij's hearings and trials. Along the walls of the corridors of the courthouse, brave people are lined up, giving their unconditional and moral support to the defendant who swiftly passes through. All of them, they need and deserve our support and must not be forgotten. When I started making this film, I had no idea where it would take me. But one thing I knew for sure, your story must be told. I wish you all a good screening. Thank you.